WLBT, 3 on your side. WLBT News starts now.
Making headlines at 5, House lawmakers pass a bill to help migrants at the U.S.-Mexican border. What's next for the bill at 5:02? Now, here's a live look at the stage where Democratic candidates will come together for the first debate ahead of the presidential election. We'll tell you how you can watch the debate. And at 5:04, Reggie Marion will be live detailing how officials hope to make sure crews are safe as they work.
Let's take a look at First Alert traffic and weather together right now. We're going to look outside at I-20 at Airport Road over in Rankin County. And boy, that's a dark shot, but we can tell you that we don't know about any accidents in that area or anywhere else around the Jackson metro area, but it is something that we will follow throughout the morning. And if you want to follow Skycopter on Twitter, it is Skycopter MS. And in just a few hours, MDOT crews will close off the ramp onto Airport Road. Beginning at 8:30 this morning, crews will pave that exit ramp. So if you typically go that way, you will need to find a different route. That work will go until 4 this afternoon. Just keep that in mind. And as you see, we are still using our temporary set this morning. There's lots going on here at the station as we make some upgrades. Our parent company, Gray Television, is investing in state-of-the-art lighting, upgraded cameras, and new production equipment. The lighting project is underway right now. That's why we're bringing you top stories from a temporary set. We should be back in our usual spot by next week. Well, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Cheryl Lassiter in for Wilson.
And I'm Symphony Privet. Another possibility of rain as we make it to the middle of the work week. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Patrick Ellis. Good morning, Patrick.
Hey, good morning, guys. We're starting off with a couple showers on the radar right now across central Mississippi, mainly north of the I-20 corridor. You'll notice a line of showers working their way across the Highway 12 corridor from Belzona back over towards Chula, Kruger, and also around Lexington this morning, back out to the west of that. You got more showers working their way into the South Delta around Issaquah County, around Myersville, as well as closing in on Eagle Lake, a couple of light showers in through there. We are mainly dry right now around the metro, back out to the east of there. We got a couple showers that have now crossed over into the Box counties this morning, back over towards Neshoba, Newton, and Jasper counties this morning. Now, as far as the forecast is concerned today, pretty similar to what we saw the last couple of days. A mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures will top out near 90 with an afternoon chance for a shower or thunderstorm. 91 in Terry, as well as in Florence and Puckett. 90 in Madison, Jackson, as well as Brandon and Canton this afternoon. We'll get a full check of your forecast. Where do we go from here, including your weekend forecast ahead in just a few minutes.
House lawmakers pass a new emergency border package to help care for migrants and unaccompanied children at the U.S.-Mexico border. Lawmakers voted to pass the $4.5 billion humanitarian aid package, 230 to 195. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the funds will make sure families are kept together and that children have food, clothes, and medical care. This comes after some reports of inadequate conditions at Border Patrol facilities.
To keep up with the latest developments from our nation's capital, head to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and download our free WLBT News app. 2 men are waking up behind bars this morning after being arrested in connection with a deadly shooting in Ridgeland. Kendrell Bookie Miller was shot in a drive-by shooting at Midway Park while playing basketball. 27-year-old Kayland McCollum and 22-year-old Darius Farmer have been charged with murder after their initial appearance. Isaiah Evans, Christopher Tyler, and Lanzarius Roberts are also facing murder charges. They are each being held on a $1 million bond. The white Chevrolet truck believed to have been used in the crime has been recovered. More arrests are expected. 3 people are recovering this morning after the car they were in collided with an Amtrak train. It happened on Highway 49 at Grand Avenue near the Walmart in Yazoo City. A Yazoo County official says the driver and a child were taken to an area hospital and a woman was flown to another hospital. Police Chief Ron Sampson says the vehicle ran through the crossing arms on the tracks and hit another vehicle at the intersection. The vehicle was then pushed into the path of an oncoming train. The Amtrak conductor says no one on the train was hurt. As you're driving across the metro, you may have noticed more road construction this summer. Well, MDOT is increasing its maintenance workers for the summer.
Yeah, there's a lot going on Highway 49, lots of barrels there, and they are reminding people to be alert in work zones. 3 on your side's Reggie Marion is live now from a work zone off Highway 49 in Richland. Good morning, Reggie. What's happening out there?
Good morning, Charlotte and Symphony. It's moving. Traffic is moving pretty smoothly out here on Highway 49 in Richland. As you know, it is that time of year where there is road construction everywhere, and it's also summer travel season. A lot of people are hitting the road, and MDOT is taking advantage of the longer days and warmer temperatures to try and get more work done. And they're telling people to slow down and pay attention in these work zones, because it was just last week when a worker was injured after getting hit by a car, and these workers don't have a lot to protect them while they're out here. I mean, there are barrels and there are signs set up, but it's hard to dodge a barrel that's been hit by a car and it's coming at you at 100 miles per hour.
Our number one goal at MDOT is safety and making sure that the traveling public is safe as well as our crews are safe. And one of the best things that people can do is to slow down in those work zones, pay attention, put down the cell phones and avoid distractions so that everybody gets home safely, the drivers and our workers.
The Mississippi Highway Patrol is helping MDOT, hoping to try to get drivers to slow down. State troopers will be set up at some of these work zones. And remember, speeding fines are doubled in these areas. These are just simple reminders that could mean a difference between life and death. Live in Richland, Reggie Marion, 3 on your side.
Thanks, Reggie. There are small signs of improvement for families dealing with flooding in the Delta this week. People at Eagle Lake say they noticed the water has receded just a little bit. Levee board officials say it has actually gone down 2.5 inches since last week. The gates of Muddy Bayou structure have opened, which will help drain out some of the backwater. It could still take another month before people start seeing significant improvements.
We are starting to see some relief. Not a lot, but we are starting to see portions of 465 in the actual Eagle Lake proper area and Eagle Lake Shore Road are starting to, water starting to come off of them a little bit.
Officials are saying the backwater could start making significant drops in July. Roads that are currently closed will also have to be inspected before they are reopened. Happening today, MDOC hosting a job re-entry fair to help former inmates make a fresh start. Beginning at 9 this morning, former inmates can come to the Sparkman building at the Mississippi Ag Museum to look for a new job. MDOC is partnering with the Governor's Job Fair Network of Mississippi, the Department of Employment Security, the Wynn Job Center, and other groups to help former inmates adjust to life outside jail. Businesses like Brown Bottling Group, Ingalls Shipyard, Sanderson's Farms, and Tyson Foods. Also, Walmart will be recruiting along with the Army and other organizations. That fair will run until noon.
Today, you'll be able to hear from several of the Democratic candidates looking to become the next president of the United States, and you can watch it right here on WLBT. This is a live look now at the stage where candidates like Cory Booker, Elizabeth Warren, Beto O'Rourke, and Bill de Blasio will meet for the first debate of the 2020 presidential election. 20 candidates will square off for the two-day event. Lester Holt, Savannah Guthrie, Chuck Todd, and Rachel Maddow will moderate the 2-hour debate. The debates will be the first chance for voters to hear candidates' plans for the country and where they stand on issues like health care and taxes. You can watch the debate right here on WLBT starting at 8 p.m. And all this week, you can tune in to see what Neshoba County has to offer. Mississippi Weekend's Kat Green will be live starting at 4 this afternoon to talk about the General Store, which is a staple in the county. She'll also have more on the county's golf resort. Don't forget to download the free Mississippi Weekend app to keep up with everything happening in the Magnolia State. Before we head to break, let's check back in with Patrick this morning.
Want to take a look, Patrick? We know there's been a little bit of rain and some showers this morning.
Just a couple showers out there this morning, mainly north of the I-20 corridor. As we take a look south of the I-20, take you down to Collins, down in Covington County along the Highway 49 corridor. Everything's moving along smoothly this morning from our MDOT traffic camera at 5:08. Currently at 69 degrees there in Collins. We'll head back northbound, closer to where we've had a couple of showers this morning in Scott County. This is a live look from our MDOT traffic camera at Highway 35 and I-20. Out in 70 degrees, the current temperature. Visibility is good, and the rain showers have come to an end there in that area. Now, as far as where we're going for today, a mixture of clouds and sunshine with another chance for some afternoon downpours to flare up, with temperatures working their way up to near 90 degrees. So if you're thinking about getting a snowball today, still going to be a good idea to cool off, especially with the type of heat that we're going to be having, not just today, but likely through the next 7 days. We'll take another check of that. Your 7-day forecast coming up here in just a minute. Timer now is 5:09 here on a Wednesday morning.